Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hello, Blue Sneaker. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Next week's gonna be good. Next week is gonna be a good week. I can feel it. Mostly I'm excited because I get 2 days with no meetings. Because one day I'm off, another day the US side is off. So I get 2 days with no meetings. So good. So good. It's the small things, you know. Anyway, hope you guys have been doing well. So much time, what to do? Yeah. Who knows? Welcome, Minga Guts. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Work's good. Everything's good. Trying to figure out what the hell to do about retirement. There's too much money involved in retiring. I don't mean retiring now, I should point out. I mean, like, if I want to retire when 65. Like, I guess I should start thinking about that. Finally, it's been a while. I probably should have started thinking about that before, but... Retiring from what? What do you do at 66? Well, then I can do whatever I want. Like, make games and stream. It's just I want to have a full-time job. That's all. Retirement just means you no longer have to have a full-time job. That's all retirement means. Everything else stays the same. It's just ideally, in an ideal scenario, you have enough money where you don't have to work anymore. That's all a retirement really means. You know, some people can retire at 30 if they have millions of dollars. I don't have millions of dollars. I don't even have $1 million. I don't even have a half of the $1 million. I'll be honest, I don't even have $100,000. So I'm a little bit away from being able to not have a full-time job. That's why I'm thinking, okay, what do I need to do to actually be able to retire at 65? Just don't retire? Unfortunately, there are people that have to do that. I wish they didn't, but there are people. Like you'll see like a YouTube short or something where just you see this like, you know, old grandmother like in her 80s, just, you know, being a waiter at a restaurant. I mean, it's people like that should be able to retire, right? But unfortunately, that's not reality. Kind of already accepted that you want to retire? Nah. Everyone will retire. It's just a matter of, you know, if they want to, you know, if they take the steps, I think everyone can retire. It's just the steps are, for some, much harder than others. That's the problem. Wait, I'm not saving anything for retirement right now. I'm saving for a down payment. Now, is that a good idea? Debatable. Which is easier to do from scratch in terms of knowledge? One, build animations for characters. One of the hardest things in imaginable. That's why you have pure animators, and they're highly sought after. Next, program an AI NPC to animate, as in procedural animation. Oh yeah, let's stack animation and then stack procedural on top of it, so it's even harder. What do you mean? Or other options? Yeah, you use animations. Got someone like animation packs, and you just use those. Like, the easiest thing is not always the best thing. Also, keep in mind, the easiest thing is to throw $30 at animations and use those. The best thing is for you to learn to animate and animate well, but that takes years. So the easiest stuff is to just say, throw money at it. Right? It is easier to throw money at someone to make the game for you than to make the game yourself. Right? Which would be more fun? That's subjective. Right? You might enjoy animation, or you might not enjoy animation. It's very subjective in which code would be more fun. Maybe you have millions of dollars and you enjoy throwing money at people and seeing, them like, yay, money. And, that brings you joy. Maybe that's, is more fun for you. AI or animation? Well, no, that's not an or. AI needs animation. That's not an or. There's no or there. AI just plays animation. That's all AI does. It just plays the animation. They work together. It's just you can have animation without AI, but you cannot have AI with no animation. Okay. It's kind of it becomes a little difficult that way. More research is required on your part. All good. Because in my game, right? My AI does things. What does it do? It just plays animations at the right times. It also does other things. But in terms of animation, it has to play the animation, or otherwise you can make it so you just have a cube moving around with no animation or anything. Yeah, you can do that. And you can make it AI that way. But you're not gonna... You need to build for that style. Because obviously it can work for certain styles of game if you want to do that. You gotta make that conscious decision early on. And yeah, build around that. Anyway. Last night I did have an idea of how to remove my switch statement. But I don't like the idea. I don't like the idea. I'll be honest. Because I'm pretty sure the way I'd want to do it can't be done, basically. Because effectively I need like two arrays. I need an array and an array, which means it's a struct. And a struct is such a pain in the ass to work with. That's the problem. I just don't want to put a struct and struct. Hey, Patrol, welcome in. How's it going? Doing well? You're on your boat in a squall right now. Nice. I don't know what a squall is, but I assume it's nice. Wait, hold on a second. Do you have internet? I guess you're probably not far from shore. You still have Wi-Fi, I'm gonna guess? Not Wi-Fi, mobile service, I mean. Wind and lightning and motion sickness? Oh, jeez. Cell phone Wi-Fi? I got it, yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. 5G from T-Mobile. When I first got my first cell phone, I had what I referred to as Metro piece of shit, because it was Metro PCS, but I just called it Metro piece of shit because the signal was terrible. The signal was so bad. Eventually, I went to. Where do I go to? Sprint, I think, at one point. Then I went to Sprint because I think my dad was on Sprint. I don't remember. Eventually, I don't remember because the last provider that I had in the US was Google. Because Google has a phone service. And I used that, and it was so good. And I had to, but it's not available in Canada, so I can't use it. Even though the signal totally works. But I just couldn't keep the service because you had to be in the US or they will cut your mobile data. Otherwise, I would have kept it. It was cheaper than what I have now. Just sad thing. Yeah, it's called Google Fi. I mean, actually, I'm curious. Google Fi. I think they rebranded to. Yeah, it still should design for short term. Still not. Yeah, it's still not officially in Canada, unfortunately. Hey, Nash fan, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. For your struct idea, why can't you make an API call to an SQ database? What? You think I know what an SQL database is or how to use it? An API. This you're talking programming. Oh, let's get that out of here. Get that out of here. Do you think I understand this stuff? You were right. AIC shanties. Nice. Hey, Scandalous, welcome in. How's it going? Doing well. Get your programming out. We use children's building blocks here. Hell yeah. Look, they have colors. See, there's red and blue and white, like America. It's red, white, and blue. Get it? America. Merca. So yesterday we finished Vorpal Strike. Guaranteed attack, guaranteed crit every X attack. The next power up that we're working on is Bullet Time. Slow enemy projectiles in an aura. We can do that. So we got another aura. And then we set up projectiles specifically to be slower. You've literally relocated to right outside of Washington, D.C.? Don't get more America than this. There you go. Is Washington D.C. near water? Like, I don't know the actual location of Washington. Like, I know it's in the bottom right area of the U.S., but I couldn't tell you the specific area that Washington D.C. specifically is. Let's go cards. So we need can I duplicate this?
I can.
This is going to be slow projectile aura. Washington D.C. is about 20 miles that way. Thanks for pointing it out. I appreciate it. Oh, I don't have an icon for this. I mean, icon, a image for this. Let's make one. I'm just gonna ask for bullet time. Give me a card of bullet time. Got a nice image. I'll slow it down. I'll slow projectiles the same 10, 25, 40, 60. Do I want it unstackable? I mean, I guess unstackable also. So this one, I could have it be combined. You can't lesson about living on sea right now? No, all good. Have fun on your boat. I guess I'd also want to set up the same system I had for the characters, where it would also slow down the projectile based on however much I needed to. So it will stack. I'll use the same values. Probably. You just need to change this. Slow projectile aura. Okay, and then we need the card. Come on, Midjourney. Give me some. Let's see. What did it give me? I told it to ask. I asked it to like, give me something like dodging projectiles of some kind. And this is what it gives me. Where are these projectiles? Like, this is projectiles, but where's the person dodging it then? This one looks like he got hit. There's no projectiles here or here. Hi. Be a shield for projectiles? No. We're doing bullet time. We're doing it where an aura where if like projectiles come within an aura or like within a radius of you, they just slow down. So I wanted to get like something where ooh, okay, here we go. Better. Yeah, this is better. Open. There we go. This is more along what I was, hoping for. I specified arrows this time instead of projectiles. So actually, I'm getting something that makes. I don't know why there's birds on this one. He got hit in this clip. Too many people on this one. So it's really between the top two. I'm having it generate just one more, just to see if I can get a better one. Ooh, I think the new one's gonna be better. This was cool. I kind of like the top left one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Tell Midjourney you have an invisible shield. Maybe that could help with projectiles. This one's just weird. This one, I don't know why he keeps wanting to put birds in. I think this one's actually has the projectiles in movement. So you know what? I think we'll go with the top left. That will be good enough. Save it. Boink. Bring you in. And bam. Okay. Ta-da! There's bullet time. Doesn't do anything yet, but we got bullet time. And this slows enemies. This will slow. Oh, I need to redescription it. Enable an aura that slows nearby enemy projectiles by amount. Kind of important to distinguish that. Okay. So we got the tag here. Let's go ahead and set it up. Over here. For now, we're still using this. Slow projectile aura. Gonna do you. How did I manage that one? Projectile aura. Okay. So, we need the variable. Go. Oh. Get slow projectile aura. Set slow projectile aura. I really wish you could do a map with a array inside of it. I really wish you could do one with an array inside of it, I'll be honest. Unfortunately, you can't. And so I'm sad. But if you could, it'd be so nice. Okay, so we now have the add aura. So that's gonna do its thing. So here, let's go to the aura now. We also need the aura, not you. Also need to do data tables, auras. Oh, this also has slowdown has the same color. Whoops, let's change the slowdown one to be like something like that. So we'll just duplicate you. Slow projectile aura. Yeah, we'll keep the same size and everything because we're going to use the same setup. We're going to change this to slow projectile aura, and let's just change the settings on this. So we need to change, what was it? Spawn rate? Yeah, spawn rate. No, it wasn't spawn rate. Loop duration. We'll make this like 8. Just slightly offset it, and then the color is gonna be for projectiles. I don't know. I want to make green. A deeper blue. Yeah, should be fine. So now we have the U. Let's plug you in. The sound effect I don't actually need, so I can clear the sound effect from both of these. The color for slowing projectiles, we made it the bluish color. So sure, for now it's fine. Okay. So now here it's gonna get us the aura, which is great. So at that point, after this, we need to add another thing that for slow projectile aura here, and slow projectile aura here. Now we need to, on the projectile, make a record of the current movement speed of the projectile and the original movement and what we want to set it to. Now, could we theoretically probably want to look at the enemy one. Reuse the slowing. Just add slowdown source and reset slowdown source.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I think we could. I think I might be able to get a reference for this. Or realistically, I should put these functions just on the projectile and just rework it, because I don't need this. Well, we'll need the slowdown type. Yeah, I'll probably just want to copy these. Add slowdown, resend slowdown. Yeah, I'll just copy these to the projectiles after the ads. And then we'll all be all good, theoretically. I was showing somebody some Maya hotkey stuff that I've been using for a decade at work today, and it was interesting watching someone do things manually. that I'm like, oh, I still know Maya quite a bit. Like, it's one of those things where, like, right, I haven't gone through like the more beginner side for a long time. Like, oh yeah, edge loop, you know, and delete, control, bottom right, delete. You know, like I just know the hotkeys for everything. And then, so the only way I can teach is like, okay, just this is the hotkey for it. This is the hotkey for it. I don't know where anything is in the menu. I don't know where the things are in the menus. I just know the basically the. If you ever use Maya, it has the right-click context menu and the spacebar context menu. And I'm like, I have to think about what am I pressing, and it's such muscle memory. Yeah, it's definitely muscle memory at its finest. But it's like I have to think about it because I'm like, okay, shift right click. No, it's not shift right click. Was it alt right click? Was it control right click? It's like I do it, but like, what was it again? Hey Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What did you what's successful? What'd you figure out? What'd you do? Where's the oh, here. You've made the effector, the first gameplay ability that was working with it. Nice. I googled effector in Unreal Engine. The only time the word effector comes up is when working with motion graphics. That's the only time it came up. Anything that was effector was motion graphics, which is not accurate. So I feel like you're using a word that most people aren't using for the context. So, yeah. Copy you over. Copy you over. Difference is the slowdown. I need to change the enumeration that it's using. If we go to, I'm glad you got it working though. Like, I know of a way of making it so I remove this giant switch statement. I just really don't want to use a struct for everything. That's the problem. Setting a value in a struct is such a pain when you have to do like a conditional, like sets members, and I mean, it doesn't matter which one, right? Let's say you have this, right? This has two inputs, but if I have a, let's say, switch on blank, right? I have this, and let's say when it's doing this one, I want to set you, and when it's doing this one, right, I want to set you. I can't use just like a select to just pick. I have to use a switch, and then I have to duplicate this and manually set it to be this specific, you know, whatever it is. It's a pain. I wish there was a better way for those. I think you only have to do that once. I mean, if you do, that's good. In my case, I have to do that in multiple places, and I'm lazy. So, yeah. By the way, someone just messaged you. You might want to check that. Okay, let's set this up. So we're gonna go to enums. Where is this? So instead of slow character sources, we're gonna do slow projectile sources. You probably am misreading something. It might just be gameplay effects. I mean, gameplay effect is just a function. It's just a gameplay tag can just cause a function to trigger or an event to trigger. Right? Pretty much that. Yep. Yeah. So it is pretty much what I was thinking. I mean, it's more or less what I have, what I've set up, right? Difference is the damn switch statement. If I wanted to, I could use a map with a gameplay tag and then a struct, but then not the struct would need to be like a float, and then I would need to convert the floats to integers in some of them, but not in others, and I would have to convert them to bools in some, but not in others, and it becomes such a pain in the ass, and I have to keep breaking and setting the struct, and that's why I haven't done it. Maybe at some point I will. I don't know, but that's why I haven't done it. This is gonna break everything. Get key. What? Keys, please. That's. Oh, I'm gonna read. Why can't I just change the type on all this? I just want to change the type. I don't want to replug in things. God damn it. Get. They can't just do this because it has to convert. I don't want to convert. Find. Oh, this. I wanted to just copy it and change the one variable. I just wanted to change the one variable. Oh. God damn it. Could you do a timeline and call the key? What does a timeline have to do with it? Timeline is a time-based thing. What am I using a timeline for? I don't quite follow. I'm going to double check that I'm putting in the right ones. Okay, this is not the... This is gonna be slow down. Everything was slow down. There you go. That should help me. This is a global. That's a local. Gotta fix all of that. Just gotta fix all of that. Don't mind me. Breaking things. Timeline to perform an action on a key in Unreal Engine. You can bind the key event to the timeline's playback function. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're trying to explain. I think we're both confused, probably. It's fine. I think we just ended up both confused. There's always more than one way to do things in Unreal? Of course. There are many, many ways of doing things in Unreal. Many, many. Which is great. Certain things there are only one way to do, right? There are certain things, like if you want to enable nanite, there's not like 1,000 ways of enable nanite in a static mesh, but yes, most things in terms of like mechanics and how do you set them up is absolutely lots of ways. You're now good. Okay. Okay, this thing is now no longer complaining. Okay, on to the other thing that's complaining. Okay, just, you know, a smaller one. Global. Okay. So, we need to get the new keys. Then the new get. Into the new find. Kill all of it! Kill all of this! Kill it all! I assume this comes from here. This should be here. And now this can go here. Aha! No more errors. Okay. Good. Now, the point of doing all of this was so we can make a projectile have multiple slowing sources, and the slowing sources will stack. Which we don't need for the current moment, but what if in the future? So plan ahead, and you won't hit the ground too hard. Because if you plan to hit the ground, you know, in the future, you're gonna expect it, and you might put your hand out to prevent some of the damage. You'll still do it. You'll still fall on your face. It'll still hurt. It won't hurt as much. Hey, Stormrun, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Time got away from you in the past hour, felt like a few minutes. I mean, that was because you were feeling very productive or you were having a lot of fun. One of the two. Usually, time goes slowly when you're just not do anything. If you really want to feel like what it's like for actual time to go by normally, sit somewhere and stare at a blank wall, and you cannot count as you do it. And you'll see that, man, time really goes slowly when you're not doing much. Now, I don't recommend you doing that actually, but if you wanted to get a sense of like, what's time actually moving? Like, what's the speed of time actually? Yeah, that's a better way. Been really into your grid system for your house you're making? It's pretty neat. Nice. Good, good, good. So what we now want to do is now we have add slow source and reset slow source. Is we want to do a custom event, slow projectile, another custom event, unslow projectile. I mean, I guess it's speed up projectile. Technically. So I guess we'll just call it that. So on slow projectile, we're gonna get an add slow down source. It's gonna take this as an input. And then we need to get the current movement speed and the original movement speed. But we... Oh, this is going to be more complicated than I thought. If homing is not on, it's going to be the velocity. Velocity is a vector. If homing is on, we need to modify the homing. I guess we need to modify the homing value and the velocity in either case. Oh, but then we can't... No. When it's not homing, we need to modify the velocity because it's going to be consistent and we can keep track of it. When it is homing, we need to modify the homing speed. Or the max movement speed of the projectile. Oh, you know what we can modify? We can modify the max speed. Oh, no, we can totally, yeah, just do that. Get max speed. I think we want this one. That's the current speed. And then, oh, sorry, the original movement speed we need to store. Original projectile speed. And then here, we then set max speed. Aha! And then we don't need to do it complicated wise. We just do this. And then we do reset here. Source, and we just do the same thing. L to the yeah. Can make whatever they want. I feel like there's parts of that sentence that's missing. Like, who can make whatever they want? Can I make whatever I want? Or you can make whatever you want? What if the thing I want to make is a thing you don't want? Or what if the thing you're making is a thing I don't want? We've come to an impasse here. Someone out there can make whatever they want. What if the thing they want to make is to not make anything? Would they have made something by not making anything? Or would they have failed in the making of something because they have made nothing? These are the questions that must be answered. Hope that's not been too philosophical for you guys. We like to, you know, engage in great philosophical discussion. You sending a pic on Discord? All good. Oh, did you try to send a link in chat, Stormrun? Links don't work in chat if that's what, if you sent that. Oh, apparently Leah also sent something. Let's see. What is this? Oh my god, it's a struct. Attribute display name. Core attribute name. Attribute stats. Yeah. I mean, it's struct. Yeah. It's a struct, yeah. Structs are great, except when they're not. Oh, that's interesting. So on your side... Huh. Let's see. So I see this. I see this. I do not get this message. I don't see anything that would make it think it's a link, potentially. See, I don't understand. Hold on a second. Is it because... I don't understand why I don't see every message. As the streamer, I should see every message. And I don't. And here's the thing. I know it's not like, oh, this doesn't show up on YouTube. I have a special chat that I use. And it just gets right from the API. So this just didn't even get sent. Okay, hold on. You said the same thing twice. It didn't go both times. Let's do some experimentation, okay? Try some experimentation. Everywhere we have the multiple dots, make it one dot, and try setting that as a... I'm just curious now. What if you, instead of the double dots, you make it one dot? Is that the problem? Try sending it. You should be able to, in your case, scroll up, copy it, right? And because I just want to know, where is the problem here? The 3 dots is called ellipses. I don't know. The problem is you're not turning into cat message. My good sir, Nash fan, you're on Twitch. You could redeem that option. What are you looking at me for? It's in yours. You have the power now. Oh, so you sent it? Okay, so that wasn't the problem. What if you remove the dash? What if you what if you remove all the period? I don't understand YouTube. Meow. My name is Bush. Oh, you try to get is now you start removing one word at a time. You didn't know you had the power? Yeah, you do since the last couple of days. Or since the last day? Yeah. Oh. Okay. What did you remove? And try putting it back and see if you can find the problem area. I'm genuinely curious. It doesn't make any sense why it's not sending your message. Oh, this needs to be a blueprint interface, actually, instead of functions. I believe I used the projectile one, so I should be able to do that. Make my life easier. That's the problem. Wait, but you just... But you sent it. I see you got it, make your life easier, which just sent. So I clearly got that. But it didn't like it specifically in that context.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
God, YouTube, what are you doing? Like, to be fair, Twitch has other big issues. But come on, YouTube. Just because your competitor is having, problems doesn't mean you have to, break things or have things not work. We'll set up the blueprint interfaces after the ads, and then we should be able to start testing it. You thought you didn't want to be here no more? No. No. See, the thing is, if that was the problem, you wouldn't have been able to send the got it, make my life easier part as a separate message. But you were able to send it. So that's clearly not the problem. But removing it did fix it, so what? Right? It doesn't make any sense. I don't. Your guess is as good as mine on this one. What should happen if anyone at YouTube is listening, for I don't even know why they would be, what should happen is the message goes through, and if there's a problem, I can go ahead and not show it, or remove it, or do whatever I want with it. The only time it should not send is if it's a link, then I'm okay with it. But really, it should like do the Twitch thing and put like asterisks or something to show that the message was at least sent and someone tried to post a link. Right? I should still get that notification. Your message get blocked multiple times. Something doesn't show up. Yeah, I don't understand why. And I have no control over it. It's not like there's a filter that I'm like, oh yeah, block X things. I'm not Doug. I don't have a bot that just removes messages. Okay? Saying. It's a float, right? Okay. So now we have you and you. And we just replace this. I realize I need interfaces, not functions. Okay. So, now that we have this, we can go to the aura. And then we can do slow projectile. Reset slow projectile. And then the slowdown source will be the aura. The amount of slowdown will be based off of just reuse this here. Get slow projectile aura, you. That's the value. Target needs to be here. Do not like how this looks. Definitely don't like how this looks. Do I have many options? No. No, I don't. But that's fine. We live with it. We deal with it. You're going in there. We're going in there. Going in there. It is the projectile aura. Yep. And then this. You go here. So realistically, I mean, yes, it's fine. So now this should slow projectiles down. If I did it right, which is a big if, it should slow projectiles down. Let's get an enemy with projectiles. Let's get an enemy with bigger projectiles. let's do the new enemy. Bloomsting. Where the hell is he going? Why did he... Is he running away from me? Okay, I need to change it. I need to fix his AI. Okay, well, let's try some stuff. Let's start with bullet time. First of all, aura, yes, check. That didn't seem like it worked. That... Oh, because it didn't work because it's not checking for projectiles, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's only overlapping pawn. I want to overlap projectile. This might cause issues. This might cause issues. Let's find out. That didn't look like it worked. I'll be honest, that didn't look like it worked. No, that doesn't print anything. Oh, is it because... Box collision. It is a projectile. The problem is what? This checks for projectiles, overlaps. It is world dynamic. I would need to lock world dynamic, I believe. Well, I don't want to block world dynamic, do I? Yeah, I don't want to block world dynamic. That'd be bad. Okay. What do we get here? Do we get anything here? No. We don't get anything because it's not blocking it. So it's not checking for it. Okay, so in that case, this instead of world dynamic, if we made a room manager, and then we set it to block the room manager. We're not using the room manager for much else anymore. Oh, because it's not an instigator. Yeah. So. So if the instigator. So it's not instigator. Yeah, let's kill you. I'll need you over here. Detach you, because we'll need to take you somewhere else. Namely, like, to the start here, because based off of it not being an instigator, because it's not an actual enemy. So convert to value, you get. If it is a valid instigator, then it does the rest. Oh, that's the other actor. That should help with this. Let's clean this up. Okay, so if it is false, then it goes here. And then if this is slow projectile, then it does this. With the source or the target here being the other. Let's see if this helps. Rather, this works. Oh, get back here. I have to move. Well, closer. It's set to overlap, though. Why is it being destroyed? Oh, it's being destroyed because it's on block, right? I don't understand. Why can I not just use the one? I hate collisions in Unreal. I hate collisions in Unreal. Why is it being destroyed? What's going on? Now I'm just confused. I mean, more so. Projectiles overlapping. If I put it back to a world dynamic. Add a print string here. All I wanted is to check. All I wanted is simple things. Yeah, so it's not doing anything. What we can check is generate overlap events is on. If I do custom here, ignore everything. Block roll dynamic. No, it's not run away. Yep. Wait, it's still. Why? Just I'm trying to is it my brain just not braining today, or is this being stupid? What? Did it just all go through me? Why has it not? How's that even not printing an overlap of any kind? Why is it not printing an overlap of any kind? Oh, it's because it's on hit, isn't it? Hold on. Is it on hit? Is that why? My only guess. It's well, no, I'm doing overlap though here. So you'd think it'd be overlap, but I mean, screw it. Let's check overlap. I mean, let's check hit. No, that is not hit either. I hate collisions. Just when I think I understand them, that this happens, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to set it to. Then it boggles my mind. All I want is for this sphere to overlap the projectiles, which is set to. If on the if on this I tell it to block world dynamic on the projectile, if I tell it to block world dynamic, it's just gonna hit a wall. It just stops like it hits it. Like it hits it. If I tell it to overlap, it's not gonna do shit. So what's the trick to this? Well, why is it still disappearing? Because it's set to on overlap to be destroyed. What if I query only block world dynamic on the static mesh? Okay, just trying things at this point. Just why does that not trigger anything? Oh, did I remove the print? I removed the print string. Because I'm like that and I remove print strings when I shouldn't. No, but it doesn't print anything. Nothing has been hit. Nothing has triggered. And that's with it blocking. If I just block all, okay, just for shits and giggles, just block everything. You shoot me, please. Oh, he's trying to shoot me. What? Oh, okay. So it's nor this. Oh, it's because it's intersecting its own projectile. We don't want that. So we can tell it to block everything except its own projectile. Because that would be bad. So no block setting is going to change the fact that it's still not triggering the overlap. Okay, good start. So no overlap setting is also going to trigger the overlap then, right? Right? Need to ignore projectile. No. So that means nothing here has any effect. The projectile is not the problem. Is that what we're trying to gathering here? So the problem is on here. If I block projectile, I mean, that's obviously then not going to do what I want. Yeah, so that just doesn't, obviously, yeah. So we need overlap. It is there, right? I'm not crazy, right? I am adding the sphere. It's there, right? Yeah, the sphere is there. Sphere correlation totally is there. I need to understand this. Don't know where the problem is. And I don't like it. God damn it. If I overlap everything, what happens on the actual sphere? How does it not trigger anything now? Why is the component begin overlap not triggering anything? Is it cause this? I mean, if I just hold it static, I mean, this is not good. I shouldn't do this. That's gonna cause other issues, but it's... Please shoot me. Please shoot me. Please shoot me. Why is he not shooting? Oh, it's because I'm being blocked visually. Yeah. I'm being blocked visually. That's why. So you can't see through it. All I wanted was to trace a projectile. Or like, get a component begin overlap on a projectile. You know what? You haven't failed me before. I mean, you did earlier today, but besides that, in round 5, I have a blueprint with a sphere collision. I have another blueprint with a projectile. Its collision type is set to projectile. Right, set to object type. How do I get the sphere collision to detect on in overlap for it? Hey, Perfectus, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. All I'm trying to do is I just want to have this sphere collision. I have projectile to overlap. Might not be able to see it behind me. I have projectile set to overlap, and I have this projectile, and I want it to be detected on the overlap. That's all. I'm not asking for much. And right, so its object type is projectile. There's something stupid. I'm doing something stupid. I just can't figure out what it is. So I'm like, you know what? Would I put the sphere collision on another actor here?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Ads are going, but here, I'll show. There's the sphere. It's on me. I'm doing something stupid. I know I am. I just can't figure out what. Set overlap to projectile. Yeah, I already did that. And your project blueprint. Yeah. It is set to confirm it's set to projectile. It is. Ensure it's set to overlap to the object type of your sphere collision. I tried that. We set it to that. Overlap. I know ads are going, but just we set it to overlap and it didn't work. I set it to overlap. What is this shit? God damn it. It's just forcing me to use Grok for no reason then. Where's the actor? Is it in the level itself? No. It gets attached to the player. It gets attached to the player. So theoretically, is this now working? Player overwrites it? No, I mean, we just confirmed that it doesn't, because putting it for some reason now on overwrite, it's an actor that's just attached to the player. It's its own thing. So the player has nothing to do with it. It just gets attached to it. So it just follows along. So why is it all getting destroyed though? Oh, it's all getting destroyed because of the projectile one. How can I check? On begin overlap. Is there a way to tell what it just traced for? I mean, I could make another quote-unquote collision thing that's just for this, and so it doesn't trigger it. Right. The problem is I need to now not have it do anything on specifically dynamic overlap. When it's a oh no, this isn't. Oh, it's because here, yeah. This, put this back here. Base, right? If I set this to roll dynamic on everything, right? So it follows it. Can I any way of checking which one it is? Probably not. In which case, what we can do is create another box collision to follow this box collision. Dynamic overlap box. And all this is going to do is do everything ignore you. And then in the event graph, oh, there it is. We just need to set that the bounds of that box. Well, actually, if it's parented to it, it'll just set itself to the same bounds. Never mind. I don't need to do anything in that regard. Well, yes, I do, because if I change this, it's not gonna. Yeah. Okay, I do need to. So. Set box extent. Get box extent. Boink. So we still gonna be fine? You're back to ignoring. So here we should have, there's a dynamic box overlap with the right stuff. Oh, this needs to be of a type projectile. That's important. Well, why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? I thought we removed this like a while back. Odd. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and just get us our thing. Right. It would help if I replugged in the print string. Overlap. Success. Some kind of, we know what, so we know what's going on. Kind of important. Okay, overlap of success. Perfect. It's actually doing that. Fantastic. We got around it by having a second freaking collision specifically for it. Also, hi cluster. I didn't even say hello. Welcome. Because this was so annoying. The problem, I guess, was that I'm using on begin overlap on the projectile to know, for certain scenarios, to know when to destroy it and when to do some other stuff with it. So I couldn't, so setting it to on overlap for this check made it get destroyed. It's the big problem. I don't know why the check, like when I did it earlier, when I set it to overlap, it didn't even trigger. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Very possible. But we got that part working. Now. Why do you even remove premium? It's not going to compile in a You're asking too many good questions, cluster. I need you to stop. I have a problem of removing print. I know this about myself. I, for some reason, remove print strings when I'm not done checking that thing. And I think it's because I'm too lazy to give it like a proper name. So it just says hello. And so I delete that one and put it somewhere else instead of just naming it properly so I know which one's triggering. I know this about myself. Now, it doesn't help that I know this about myself. But I'm very self-aware. Very self-aware. Go come back here and shoot me. Still says 2000. That did not look like it slowed down at all. Why does it still say 2000? I'm pretty sure that's the default of the stinger. We'll find out. I think we need to change a different value. Come back here and shoot me. Yeah, it's still 2000. So why is it not changing it? Oh, it's because we're not changing the velocity. Right. So we also need to modify the velocity. So realistically, I just need to know the original velocity. Setting the movement speed that only helps if it's a homing projectile, I'm pretty sure. So what we can do is set velocity, I think. Get velocity. What we can do is the current speed divide by the original speed. Right, I guess is a decimal point. And then multiplied by the velocity is the new velocity. And then we do the, and then here we do the same thing. And now if we do a print string, well, that, you know, why did the print string say the max speed hasn't changed when I did definitely change the max speed? Velocity aside. Okay, here's another test that I need to do, which is here. Print. I wish I could just get the value. Oh, I guess I can do it here. Sure, let's do it here. Values. Get. Print. I just want to make sure that I'm actually passing through the value that I'm thinking I'm passing through. Yeah, that's kind of important also. You know, because the whole premise is that I am passing through the value that I'm supposed to be. And I'm not. Okay. So, that's the thing. Why am I not passing that value through? What happened? Just to confirm that is getting through in here. Probably not, but no. Okay. So what's going on? What's going on? Here, we're doing the card slow projectile aura. Oh, because the scale is 0. Because I haven't wait a second. Wait. Hold on. How are the other ones working then? Or are you? Hold on a second. It's the strength scale that I want. Where's this? What is this damage scale? there is no damage scale. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. What is this value that I'm getting that doesn't exist? Oh, it's because it's not from the AC abilities that I'm getting it. Is where I want card or strength scale. That's what I wanted here. And I think I have the wrong thing on the other one too. What the hell is this aura damage scale? Hold on. Where am I setting it? Set. Get aura damage. Okay, no, I am getting the aura strength scale on get aura damage, which I'm not doing. Okay, you know what? This, I think I'm just gonna use this instead of having this variable, because that's just gonna make my life a little bit simpler. So I'm just going to actually plug in what it's actually is. Just, you know, fine. Because I'm not doing the other thing because it's not going through all of this, right? So that's why, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it consistent, do it like this for all of them. Okay. Now, remember how I asked just, you know, like an hour ago? I was like, oh, maybe it's gonna work first try, basically. Never does. Right, never does. Oh, that looks slowed down. Yeah, that slowed down. Okay. Okay. We've made progress. So now, here, on end overlap, I still want to check if it's an instigator. If it is, we continue on. As we did before, 10% code, 90% debug. True. And then here we do same stuff. This is all the same. If it's not instigator. Also, why the hell am I having this just dragged out twice? That's just a pointless line right there. Yeah, this is just a pointless line. Let's not worry about it. Okay, let's just not worry about it. We just, you know, stop questioning things and just accept. And as I keep telling people, and yet people just don't listen, if I can make a game, anyone can make a game. Just look how stupid I am, and I'm still making a game. So go out there and make a game. I think watching me is like should be educational enough in terms of what not to do, and you'll be great. Just don't do what I'm doing. Then we're gonna change the intensities of the load time. But that's working. Only thing is it getting back that speed? Goddamn, come back, come back. I feel like they're are they stopping entirely? Like that one of them seemed like it was completely it's like stopped. Right, that one. Why was that one the way it was? Is the reset not working and it's triggering multiple times? Like, okay, it's not fully working yet. It's kind of working. Right? One of them just stopped outright. But I think it's only when I'm moving. Is the reset working? Maybe the reset is not working. Okay, I need vector length. Print that. Which effectively gets me the speed. $720. It's at 720. Let's find out what it is at the beginning on begin overlap before it does anything. Get velocity. So it goes to 720. But something tells me it's not resetting properly. Yes, 2000. Why is it 720? First of all, that should not be that low. What's going on? $1,200. $1,200 is correct, right? Because 1,200 divided by 2,000 is 0.6. So this is correct. Find out what's going on here. It should still be 1,200 on exit. It is 1,200. So basically the problem is in the reset slowdown source. I believe. I'm gonna check right before this velocity change because I think this might be the problem also. So But just in case, let's find out. Yeah, so that's where the problem is. The problem is not in that. The problem is in this velocity calculations. So what am I doing? I'm taking the max speed, dividing that by the original projectile speed. This should give me 1. Oh, it gives me 1, but I need to not multiply it by the projectile velocity. I need to multiply it by the original. The original velocity, which I don't have. So instead, what I need to do is shit. How do we reverse the velocity change? With that on the current velocity without having an original velocity. The reason we don't have original velocity is if we're homing, the velocity, right, will change direction. And so I'd want to re-speed up. Oh, you know what we can do? We can just take the max speed, get a forward vector from there. Can I just do that? Can I just do a oh, but then no, that I don't.
Here.
Yeah. So we
Pausing
need to
for
get the
ads.
forward vector multiplied by the max speed, and then apply that as velocity. I think that should work, and that probably the same thing we can do up here, actually. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Thanks for watching, dumb guy. I'm dumb. I should get some gum. One of the few movies I've seen. What was it called? Night in the Museum, I believe. Where all the exhibits come to life at night. Good movie. Welcome, Eric. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. One of the few movies I've seen. Most of the movies I've seen are like from my childhood, like when I used to go to the movie theater with my dad. These days, the only times I watch movies is when I visit my dad once a year, about for a couple of days. And then usually we rewatch the same old stuff like Home Alone. And I'll go to Home Alone, you know, gotta have those, because I usually visit during the holidays, Christmas and New Year's. So it's like, yeah, I watched the original Jumanji. I know there was a remake, or not remake, like re-release and stuff, but yeah, I didn't watch it. Jumanji was great. I mean, to be fair, most of what's his name? Most of his movies were great. Why does his name escape me? Oh, his name escapes me because my brain's just not functioning today. That's why it escapes me. Yeah, Robin Williams. Thank you. Robin Williams is great. And like almost everything. I saw like Bicentennial Man was still pretty good. The Mrs. Doubtfire was great. Shoot me. Okay, slow down. Good. Correct number. So now, does that seem like it worked? Did they speed up? It's so hard to tell when I'm focusing on dodging and everything else. Let's find out. We can find out by. Oh, the print string is already here. What was it printing? I wasn't looking at the print string. Oh, my brain today isn't braining. It's 1200. Why is it still 1200? So that's a problem. So what's going on? Why is it still 1200? Man, I am man. Man. I man. 1200. Well, it's 1200 here, right? So is the reset not working? It feels so soulless that you got annoyed when there wasn't a skip on the commission. Oh, you booted up a Genshin again? I didn't miss that message. I mean, why would you do that to yourself? Like, really? Why would you do that to yourself? That just seems unhealthy. So we take slow down, divide by 100, multiply by the original, and we add it to the current movement speed. Yeah. What's the problem here, Captain? Why is this being a butt? There was a leak from an alleged character that's coming out that you've been waiting for 5 years for? This is a game launched in 1.0? Dainsleaf. That name sounds familiar. I played like 1.0, like 1.1. Dainsleaf. He looks familiar. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what, like, where at this point. But to be fair, a lot of the characters look the same. Just in other games. Blue and Black Robe. I saw a picture of him. I know what he looks like. I still remember where I would have seen him from in terms of the story. Like early on. I stopped playing at Inazuma basically. So I don't remember him. I remember, like, he looks familiar, but I don't remember where he was in the story at all. Not even a little bit. It's been, you know, over half a decade, to be fair. So it's still 1200. Why is it 1200 still? Let's find out what's going on here. Hold on. Am I actually even passing the right information through? Strength scale. Yeah, this is the same. So I should pass through the right information. Still. Zero. Well, there's a problem. Is it getting the value? In general, it should find it. False. Well, there's the problem. I found the problem. Now, where's the solution? Is it because when I add it, do I not add it to the right place? Oh. Yep, I don't put it in the right place because that's kind of important. It's kind of important. You show me when Mihoyo is ready to progress the actual story of the game and not the filler quests. That happens so infrequently that I probably just, yeah. Again, he looks familiar, but I couldn't tell you, like, at all. Oh, that looked, yeah, that looked correct. And the numbers say it's correct too. God, one variable. It's always something small and stupid. So now, if he shoots me, he'll slow down, and if I moved out of the way, they would continue fast again. So shoot me. Yes. Yes! What is it like with level 1? 10%. 10% probably is not going to do much. Right? Yeah, 10% is not enough. So let's modify the value. It's working, though. It's working, though. We found it. Let's go to bullet time. Okay, so 10 is too low. Let's say 25 minimum on this one. I'll increase the tier 3 to 50. Let's do 20, 35, 50. The top one is going to be 75 or 70. So wait, hold on a second. Leo, you haven't played in a while. You're coming back to get a character. But are you actually going to play the game? Because what's the point of throwing money at a character if you're not going to play the game, right? So you're going back to play the game, right? You're not just going to throw money at a character and not play the game? Just want to get this confirmation that you're going to play the game, right? You're not throwing money at a character, so you're hoping for the 50-50. So do you have enough saved up? Character isn't out yet, so you're gonna farm enough. Okay. Okay, the 50% is fine. That's like, I think that's that's good. It's a great defensive one. If we go 20%, you really almost can't feel, but I'm sure it's there a little bit. Oh, you can notice it. It is tier 1, to be fair. You know, we go tier 2. The 50% is definitely noticeable, right? Oh yeah, 35. The second tier is definitely noticeable too. This works. Hallelujah. So now, finally, we can slow down all the projectiles from multiple sources and have it stack, and it's gonna be great. Even though I don't plan to have it stack, but the setup is there for it to stack. Just like for the characters. So we can just say bullet time is done. Yay. Okay. Next one. Multiple direction radial burst. So now we need to shoot a projectile in multiple directions. And the idea that we were going to do is, by default, it is going to shoot in the cardinal directions, I mean relative to where the character is facing. And that way, when you have multi, it will do the split from there. You say you just steal some of my ideas, Custer? Or do you mean what Gaguts and Leo is discussing? Mine? This idea is not from me. This idea is from chat. So feel free to steal it. I think Leo was the one who suggested this one. I could be wrong, but I want to say it's Leo that suggested this one. Okay, I was remembering correctly. Good. So what we're gonna need to do is, of course, some stuff. So let's start. Let's start with a new card, as always. So this is going to be radial burst, and we can technically potentially have it trigger at different times. We could theoretically just have it work on being hit, on dashing. We can reuse this radial burst in different scenarios. Just saying. Now, am I going to? It's debatable. Now, we'll see. Description. shoot projectiles. What? Okay, so hold on a second. The original idea was to have it shoot the projectiles in all directions when we dash, but we have two separate times. On dash complete or dash start. So let's set it up on dash complete. Because we can have two. Just a radial burst like end and a radial burst start. A radial burst finish and start. I don't know. So projectiles out in all directions from player when leading a dash. Okay. So this needs to be radial burst. What's the best solution to this? Because I want to also do it on being hit, because I think that'd be cool. Having like shoot out projectiles on being hit, I think would be nice. So I don't think I want to call them all radial bursts. So you know what? I'm gonna make this one radial burst will be the one when you get hit. When you get hit, we'll do a radial burst. When hit. There you go. Because that kind of makes sense to me. It's a bit. I need an image. So let me. Mid journey. Can you image? Let's see if we can get something. In the meantime, gameplay tag. Let's go ahead and add one. Radial burst. For the same ability, there's a minimum of one and a maximum of whatever amount is the max, and based on how much enemies you dash through. No. No. Good try, but no. No, these aren't bad actually. I mean, I feel like the bottom right one, even though it's going to be covered, mostly you're going to see this. But I feel like it's the best one. So, yeah, let's do it. We'll do that one. Or, I mean, I guess I can also have it, see if I can generate port. It's just to see if there's a better option, but in the meantime... Oh, there is definitely a better one. There are definitely better ones. This bottom left, that one, much better. Save. That was me. Okay. So now that we come here, boom. Radial burst, boink. Excellent. Okay. Oh shit! What do we do for tiers? I did. You know what? I didn't think about this ability. What do we do for different tiers? It can't be the amount of projectiles. We can do it in direct amount of directions. Well, shit, I didn't think of this a little bit. That's kind of an important bit. What are the tiers gonna do? We already have something that does multiple, like fire effectively makes it so there's multiple projectiles. So I don't want to do that. We can do damage scaling. We can scale the damage. On lower tiers, the projectiles will do less damage. On higher tiers, they will do more damage. There you go. That works. So I'll do like variable percent, so 10% projectile damage. So we'll definitely have tier 3 be. Ooh, do we want it stacking? If we want it stacking, then I probably want it to be lower numbers. So you do like 25, 50, 75, and let's say 150 for cursed. On this one, if we're gonna do it when a hit, on the hit, when we're hit, we can go with higher numbers, and it's more okay. If we were to do this on dash, this would definitely need to be lower numbers. Because you could dash a lot, and doing 150% or 150% up to 350% per projectile damage will be a lot, but at the same time, you build for it. Why shouldn't you be rewarded? So I guess, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So this is a percent. I say in all directions, but it's really in 4 directions. So I'll specify in variable 2 directions, so we can actually in 4 directions. from player when hit. So we actually just have like an actual number that's just highlighted when we do this. It is stackable, so we're good there. So if we take a look, there's our radial burst. Nice. Yeah, because I like the before, popping out from regular text. Hello, cluster. You moved? Why'd you move? What was wrong on Twitch? I don't mind you moving. I'm just curious. You don't know? Fair enough. You know what? That's a reason I usually give. So I can respect that. I can respect that. This is going to be a stacking. So thank you. Radio first. Duplicate radial burst, damage scaling. I mean, you do get nicer, quality of video on YouTube. You have a better chat experience on Twitch, so it's a matter of what do you prefer. Less latency on Twitch too. So it definitely is a preference. I mean,
pausing for ads.
I say a better chatting experience on Twitch, but to be fair, most people chat on the YouTube side because I just have more people watching usually on YouTube. So debatable on that side. I'll be right back while I start playing. I'm back. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying sparkling ice anymore. These Starburst flavors are not good. I mean, they taste like Starburst, so I guess if you want Starburst, they live up to, what it says, but infinitely more calories and worse flavor. IMO. But I'm gonna finish them because I have them. I'm not throw them away. Yeah, the regular stuff is great. Like the regular sparkling ice ones, fantastic. The pineapple one's great. Absolutely, it's one of my favorites. Kiwi strawberry's great. Also great one. Same brand, sparkling ice. But the problem is, these are Starburst flavors. And these Starburst flavors are garbage, in my opinion. I mean, they're not garbage, but I don't want the drink tasting like a Starburst. I want the... Yeah, here. You haven't seen this. Literally, Starburst. Yeah. That's the problem. Sparkling ice is great. But the grocery store next to me, no more sparkling ice regulars. On Amazon, been sold out for weeks. And if I want like to order like one of the variety packs, it's like $80 for a pack of like 12 or whatever it is. I'm not paying that much. Screw that. So yeah, there's a bit of a shortage here. You know, a bit of a shortage. It is what it is. You know, we'll get through it. We'll survive. Let's close this. I don't need you guys anymore. Okay. So it now is going to give us the tag. So first things first. We need probably a... How do we do this? Even use them to make Jello? I mean, that sounds lovely. I'll be honest. I had Jello in a while. I wonder if the Chinese grocery store near me has Jello. I don't even know. I don't think I've ever seen it. But Jello is great. I haven't had it in so long. I want to... Let's think about this. Problem is, currently, if I execute projectile attack, this is my projectile attack setup, and is using actor location. I could set it up where it doesn't use actor location. So really, realistically, what I would need is a Boolean to tell it whether or not to use it, and also something to override the actor locations, and then trigger this. Everything is ready, you just add gelatin? I mean, that is how you make Jello, basically, right? In the end, that is what it is. I remember I was because I watch like cooking stuff on YouTube, and on like last holidays, last December, I went to see my family, and I put up a video, and someone was using one of those gelatin things, like one of the like cutouts you just throw in water, and then you can use it. My mother never seen those before. She's like, "What? That's a thing? Why have I never heard of this?" Gelatin sheets. Find a picture. I have an idea. It's a shitty picture. It's literally just sheets of gelatin that when you're cooking, like, need something, these are great. And yeah, she never knew about these. So I guess this is the box it comes in. You get to make some nice desserts. Look at all these desserts. I don't know, except this last one, which is literally Jello. Why do you need gelatin in a cheesecake? That is almost definitely a cheesecake. I'm pretty sure. I feel like gelatin is not really needed in anything except that last one. I mean, you can definitely use it. Eh. Eh. Okay, let's so we need a few more variables. So if radial burst, we need a boolean. I mean, whether or not it's enabled. And then we also need if I have a forward vector. Oh, I guess if I want to get the 4 cardinal directions relative to my character, then I get the forward vector, because that's whatever. Or I can use the rotation, and then use the rotation to convert into a forward vector from the rotation, and then just add 90 degrees to the Z rotation, and then get new forward vector. Yeah, so that should be fine. We should be able to do that. And then we can reuse this, I think. I just need in here a new input. Well, I need like 2 new inputs, right? Or I just set it up here without inputs. We just check if it's on or off. Oh no, but we need to pass the information through. It'd be better, because that way we can do the calculation somewhere else in terms of the forward vector. I really should put all of this into probably a struct at this point also. Projectile damage, reflect projectile. I mean, I don't really want to. Let's do it like this for now. Multi directional is going to be just a boolean, and then multi-directional forward vector, which is going to be vector. I know, surprise, surprise. So what we do here is, instead of actor forward vector, let's do a select based on the multi-directional forward vector. So if it's true, right, we use it. Otherwise, we use this. And then we copy it, and then we try to find all of the the whole slope thing. I really need to get rid of the slope thing. I'm gonna get rid of the slope thing. Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the slope thing. Basically, I had a, if you were to shoot down on a slope, it would shoot down the slope. But I'm not really using slopes anymore, and it's just causing issues. So I'm just gonna remove it. I might bring it back, but I think it's better this way for now. So here's another location one. So we just change this one. Is this component only for player character? No, this is a actor component that is both is sadly on the parent of the player, but that parent is also the parent of every enemy. So every enemy and me can use this. So once I set it up, I could have an enemy do an explosion around them of the same kind of projectile system. Yeah, everything I intentionally made the parents for both me and any enemy the same, so that way it's very easy to just reuse a mechanic on either me or the enemy. Now, certain things need to be different sometimes, but that's the idea, and most things can be done that way. Because this is not getting it as a specific character thing. This is just okay, directionality and stuff like that. Oh, okay. This actor rotation. I need forward vector to rotation. I never understood the whole make rotator from a thing. I still to this day do not understand this. I'll be honest. The make rotator from whatever. I don't know what the axes are supposed to be. I probably should just look it up. That would be the sensible thing to do. I believe X is what I usually do. So we can do this instead. Character. I mean, this is getting the actor's rotation, technically, but I think it should be fine if I use this. I'll keep this one here, just in case. And then the rest is fine. The rotator, all the angle stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I think this is fine. Now, we just need to check that our regular projectile still works. And assuming the regular projectile still works, then we should be okay. Yeah, that still works. That still works. Cool. We didn't break everything. Yay! Success! That can be yellow. Sorry, Guts. I know. I know you're sad about that, but, you know, I can't be bad at everything. I'm usually bad at like 99% of things, but sometimes, you know, gotta have a success. Just good. So, it's gonna be okay. You'll make it through this. I know it's a difficult time for you. We'll make it through. You're bad at everything, so if you can, I can too. Hey, you're 1% worse than me then, right? If I'm bad at 99%, you said you're bad at everything by the math. That means you're only 1% worse than me. And if you're speaking relative, then realistically you're only like 1.01. So it's like 1.01% worse than me. So you're only 1% worse than me. There you go. If we're looking at the numbers check out. Okay. I know what we haven't looked when we set up the other aura. What it looks like when we have all the auras. Let's turn on the other auras. The green one definitely is legible. I feel like we can't really tell the difference between the other two. I probably want to change the aura. Can I just click back enough to find where it is? Aha, it can. So let's change this a little bit. I'm gonna change you to be like 5, like 6. So that should help with this. And let's change the color. It's too samey. We'll make it like more like a gold color. Should be fine. Just need it to be different. So now, use this scroll wheel on this is really bad. You and you. Yeah, now we can see the yellow, like the yellow's a little more obvious. And it's offset a little more. Again, it's not required, right? But it's nice to have. Right now, they're all the same default radius. So we also need to change the color. Okay. Tomorrow, someone remind me to adjust the AI because he's running away from me when he shouldn't be. Also, I have a print string. I forgot to remove. There's a print string I forgot to remove. Where is it? Where is it? Where's that print string? There it is. Goodbye. Why can't I? Goodbye. Yay! Okay. But one power up left. And after we do that, we'll add a few, like 1 or 2 curses. To have more curses. And then new boss. That's the plan. Das ist the plan. Yeah, should be good. I'm just excited about having more power-ups. More options, yay! And I guess the other thing we'll need to do is have the current ones split up by the current 3 bosses, because we're going to package the game over the weekend, or I'm going to rather package the game over the weekend. So I'm going to need to have those as options for people to try out potentially. So until we get the 4th boss in, and then it can be split up nicely. But until then, or I just don't introduce those, but I kind of want to introduce those. Spend time on them. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my suffering with the damn collisions. Did I not set it to overlap that one time? I don't know. Maybe I saw it being broken and I didn't look at the print string. Either way, it was all stupid. We got it working. Yay. I'm gonna go relax. You guys should too. Have a good night, guys. Bye bye.